So intent data, I love this analogy. A couple of companies use the notion of the hidden or the dark funnel. So Triblio talks about the hidden funnel, Sixth Sense talks about the dark funnel. But the notion is this, is that generally we're kind of, what we have visibility of is that. What we don't have visibility is all that stuff that's going on out there, where they're going off to your competitors or they're deciding not to do anything, and they never end up down at the bottom of your funnel. So that's what intent data is, trying to find people who are out there. You know, the what intent data is about currently is about known buying signals. And I think this I don't know if you ever remembers. I don't know what the average age is of the of today's participants is, but I don't know if you remember George Bush's Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, and this is a famous quote that I think was about weapons of mass destruction, which is, there are known knowns, there are things we know we know. We also know there are known unknowns, and that is to say, there are some things we do not know, but there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know, we don't know. So, but why is this relevant to what I'm talking about? Today, we're here with intent data, which is, we're tracking known buying signals. You know, I know to monitor for these things. You know, these are things that I know people are searching for, like a competitor. But what AI is starting to enable us to do with intent data, or at least will be able to, is for actually find the hidden signals, things we wouldn't even think to look for, and start to suggest to us that we do that. So what we can expect is that intent data becomes like, you know, a futurist, a mind reader, somebody who can predict the future better than we can. And so what the promise of AI, you know, AI plus intent data is better intelligence, real time, help in discovering new signals that we've not considered, and help in discovering new changing buyer behaviors. So what does that look like? So this is kind of what we can do today with intent data. I think it's pretty elegant, right? So yeah, this is a buyer journey where somebody started thinking about buying something in your category to becoming a customer. And then, you know, then after they become a customer. So these are buying signals that you can look for today. So you can see, oh, they watched a video in our category. That's interesting. So there's some interest there. They've downloaded an industry survey from somebody else's website. They've been out researching competitors. And then somehow eventually they find their way to your door, because you've been so smart with the way that you're using intent data, you've turned them into a customer. Later on, you notice that they're researching a competitor, and you might be getting paranoid that they're about to switch. So you've got, you know, a lot of quite good information there, but you haven't got the complete picture. So the idea is that as intent data discovers new behaviors and finds new signals, you're going to get a much clearer picture of a buyer's journey. So for example, yeah, actually you probably know if they visited your homepage, but you might not know if they've made a hiring decision, or like they've added, some people have been added to their LinkedIn, or that somebody from the buyer collective has attended a key event, or they might have installed a related technology which actually paves the way, so that, you know, at this point you don't know if they're going to make a decision. But if you found out that you know, let's say that you've, you know, that anyway, they've installed something foundational, they're giving a clear intent that they're about to make a decision. And you might be getting paranoid that they've researched a competitor, but you might be reassured that they've also attended a user group. Maybe it's a public user group and they're getting information, and they're researching a competitor because they want to upgrade and they just want to do their due diligence beforehand. So that's the kind of notion of where we can go with the next generation of intent data.